Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving deep into one of the most shocking developments in the Middle East. A missile strike from Yemen has not only surprised observers, but has also introduced a new level of danger to the ongoing conflict. Reports confirm that Yemen has unveiled what is being described as a hypersonic cluster missile, a weapon designed to split its warhead mid-air, multiplying the destructive power and confusing defense systems. This sudden revelation has stunned Israel and raised urgent questions about the balance of military technology in the region. The concept of a hypersonic missile is already alarming enough. These missiles travel at speeds greater than Mach 5, making interception extremely difficult for even the most advanced air defense systems. But the addition of a cluster capability, where the warhead splits into multiple smaller submunitions mid-flight, elevates the threat to a whole new level. This means that a single launch can transform into a barrage of explosive payloads, overwhelming radar systems and interceptors. For Israel, which has long relied on the Iron Dome, David Sling, and Arrow missile defense systems, this presents a nightmare scenario. Yemen's military sources have hinted at years of quiet development, supported by regional allies and fueled by the ongoing conflict that has hardened their resolve. The first public demonstration of this missile came during a strike intended to send a message far beyond the battlefield. Analysts believe it was both a technical test and a political warning. The footage and aftermath suggests that the warhead did in fact split into multiple submunitions, spreading destruction across a wider area. This kind of capability is not only rare but also previously thought to be out of reach for Yemen. For Israel, the implications are severe. The Iron Dome system is highly effective against short-range rockets and artillery shells, but it has limits when facing advanced missile systems. David's Sling was built for medium-range threats, while the Arrow program was designed to counter long-range ballistic missiles. But a hypersonic missile with a cluster payload does not fit neatly into these categories. Its speed, maneuverability, and fragmentation combine to overwhelm the layered defense strategy. Military analysts in Tel Aviv and Washington are now forced to reconsider assumptions about missile defense in the region. The regional balance of power is shifting rapidly. Yemen, once dismissed as militarily weak, has now proven its ability to strike with advanced weapons. This is not just about Israel. Neighboring states, shipping lanes, and even U.S. bases in the Middle East are now within range of a weapon that is very hard to stop. The strategic message is clear. Yemen is no longer just defending, but also projecting power. This move transforms the conflict from a contained regional struggle into a broader strategic standoff. International reactions have been immediate. Some Western officials warn that this development could escalate tensions dramatically, potentially leading to direct confrontation. Others suspect outside influence in Yemen's missile program. Theories range from Iranian technological transfers to covert assistance from other anti-Western powers. Regardless of origin, the result is the same. Israel now faces a threat it has not fully prepared for. The psychological impact cannot be underestimated. Israel has always prided itself on having one of the most sophisticated defense systems in the world. The image of an unstoppable shield is central to its deterrence strategy. If Yemen can punch holes in that shield, even symbolically, it undermines Israeli confidence and emboldens resistance groups across the region. Hezbollah, Hamas, and other actors are closely watching this development, calculating how it could influence their own operations. From a technical standpoint, the missile's design is particularly interesting. Hypersonic missiles rely on advanced propulsion and aerodynamic structures that allow them to maneuver unpredictably while maintaining extreme speed. When paired with a cluster warhead, the missile becomes a dual threat, hard to track before splitting, and impossible to intercept once the warhead divides. Experts explain that each submunition can target different zones, increasing damage against both military and civilian targets. This makes it not just a weapon of precision, but also one of area denial. The timing of this strike is also significant. It comes at a moment when regional tensions are already high, with ongoing clashes and political instability across the Middle East. Yemen's leadership likely chose this moment to showcase its strength and send a deterrent message. The goal may not have been mass destruction, but rather psychological dominance. By proving that Israeli defenses can be challenged, Yemen alters the rules of engagement. Israel, on its part, is already responding. Military briefings emphasize the need for rapid adaptation. There are calls for upgrades to existing systems, new investments in directed energy weapons, such as lasers, and stronger cooperation with allies like the United States. The urgency is clear. The old playbook is no longer enough. A future where hypersonic cluster missiles become a regular threat would fundamentally change Israel's security doctrine. Meanwhile, the humanitarian angle cannot be ignored. Every new escalation in military technology comes at the cost of civilian lives. Cluster munitions are particularly controversial because of their tendency to spread destruction over wide areas, often hitting non-military targets. International organizations have long campaigned against their use, but in this case, they have been combined with hypersonic delivery, making them even more lethal. The global community now faces a new challenge in arms control, one that blends speed, power, and indiscriminate spread.